Good evening and welcome to Wait, that's back. It's Tuesday night at 7 o'clock. It's in the Central Time.
I thought you were going to say Super Troopers.
I was going to say Super Tuesday, but I think that was...
Shane, why do you look like a banana?
Well, it's because I'm representing my bananas and my RF that wiggle like bananas. That's why. You should know.
From the radio you don't have.
Shirts. Why you got to do this to me, Damie? What movie is it from?
Bananas,
what movie is it from? If you're in the chat, what movie is that from? Mike could probably get it. Somebody's going to get it. Why you do this to me, Damie?
The Wiggles?
So I think Hank got it right off the rip. So.
Oh, what was it? I didn't see it.
Super
Hank?
Bloopers?
No.
It's Super Troopers.
No.
No?
No. Come on, Mike. K8MRD, the one who does the absolute most out of the blue movie quotes ever. Why you do this to me, Damie? Come on. I haven't seen it yet. This is y'all killing me.
No.
You're hurting my heart.
Ouch.
Wizard of Oz?
No.
No.
It's a Halloween movie.
Okay. All right. Okay. It's a Halloween movie.
It's a horror movie. So
it's a horror movie from the 80s.
Is it?
Era?
Is it really?
Yes, it is.
What era?
It jacked with me quite a bit because it had someone coming down the stairs looking like a coffee table. So
Santa Claus.
Yeah. There we go. Let's see.
What?
Look at that. Oh, come on. Where's it? It's not Die Hard. The Exorcist. Absolutely.
Yeah.
That's from the 70s.
Yeah.
Jeez, is it really?
Did I say 80s?
That's Linda Blair, man. That's
it is,
Linda Blair.
So in that movie, during that particular time, one of the ghosts, she's in there. She's like, and the ghost was like jacking with the priest because the priest's name was Damien. So he was like, "Why you do this to me, Damien? It's your mama." Anyway,
back in the day, Saturday Night Live did a parody with that with the late great Richard Pryor, and y'all want
classic.
Right there.
John says, "Why did I think we were talking about a Christmas movie? No, it's too early for that. We got to go to Turkey Day first."
No,
Mike says, "Meh."
Veterans Day. The next holiday is Veterans Day.
You need to see what's beyond the curtain.
I'd like to see a coffee table walk through that door right now. That'd be pretty freaking cool.
If I see a priest I'm running. I'm running, y'all.
Right.
I will tell you, if you see that over my shoulder, you're going to see a flash, and then we're going to be demonetized and never on YouTube again.
Because he's going to scream like a little girl.
No.
That's what's going to happen. Oh, okay.
That flash is going to be chasing precious metals.
Be a
we don't want to do that.
flash.
Kyle's Bitcoin?
We don't want to do that.
You find Kyle's Bitcoin, you put it, and you're hiding it in the closet now?
No, the closet's that one. But no, my lovely bride decided to decorate the house already.
In Christmas?
So, yes.
Okay. All right.
One of those.
Christmas has thrown up all over that living room.
Mine's coming next.
You got cat. You have a
wait
cat
till
Christmas.
November.
You got cat stuff up there for Christmas and dog stuff for Christmas.
Dog stuff, yes. Snowmen galore.
Snowman galore. All that glitter.
Why do you sound so down about it? It's supposed to be a cheery time of year.
It is. It's just after you've worked retail, forget it. It's
yeah, I know it burns you out. Been there, done that.
Mike says I would leave.
Yeah.
You ever watch any of those videos where they go into abandoned places?
Yes. Mm-hmm. Yes.
They're not decorated in Christmas.
What's the one thing they always find in every abandoned place, whether it's retail or house? Christmas stuff.
That's so true. That's true.
I wanted to, before she started decorating, I wanted to get a video of the living room, how we normally keep it, and then just throw a single ornament in the middle, like it's a hand grenade.
Transition.
And then all of a sudden transition to
the holy hand grenade.
Glitter everywhere. Glitter bomb.
Glitter bomb. If
no,
you're watching
glitter is
tonight,
not allowed in this house. Forget it.
If you're watching tonight, if you could do us a favor and scroll over to the little cog and let us know if we're in 1080, because we're supposed to be in 1080 tonight. So let us know. I'd like to know, because the stream says we are, but I don't.
Shane's a stickler for stats.
My auto with the 720.
I'm a stickler for. I want to know if we're paying for 1080. I want to be getting 1080. That's what I'm a stickler about. Stream says 1080. So,
Yeah.
Steve
We're seeing
Elliott says
1080.
we're 1080. All right, cool. You can see every wrinkle. Yeah,
It's probably
all right,
just
I'm all
my
right with that.
camera, though.
Yeah. I was gonna say, now your
No,
camera's
no,
4K, but
It's all about
I've got that.
lens I bought, and can't go back.
Hey, Carlos. What did you just see? What Carlos just said?
No, but I
He
was
said-
talking, and I was pretty freaking rude as though.
What you Joe Brett? You go yell at Carlos.
The one time you pay attention to the
Why?
chat.
One time in
Why yell at him
190
when he's telling the
shows,
truth?
one time he decides to look
Joe
at the
Brett,
chat.
yell at him. Put him in the corner.
Well, I'm not going to say, I don't want to spend too much time, but I want to say tonight's election night. Thank you guys for joining us, taking time away. If you don't, we're not going to talk about the election. So,
No, we're just going to have backgrounds and
We're just-
thumbnails and everything else related to it.
No, I didn't. You saying I can't put the flag behind us? Jeez, Joe Brad.
Why can't we have a flag behind us? I'm American.
See?
I didn't say that.
See? Even Izzo agrees.
Like
But
the
anyway.
Charlie Daniels song "Easy Rider," I have an American flag in my garage. If that
I
doesn't
thought that was
tell
a
you-
rebel flag hanging in his garage.
No. Go to the words
Go to
of
the
the Charlie
lyrics.
Daniels
Connecticut.
song. Easy Rider. I have an American
That's
flag
Jim's
in my
house.
garage. I've always had it, and I will always have an American flag. Mm-hmm.
let's see.
Carlos
Get-
says
get me
all you
all
boys
fired
have a
up.
face for radio. I agree.
Yep,
That's why we have a
100%.
podcast. We just happen to have 70, 80 people that want to come hang out with us from
That's
that
the
point on.
reason the podcast audience grew.
Exactly.
Yes.
They didn't have to look at us.
I
No.
was gonna say, this coming from the guy that jumps out of airplanes to make himself look better. So,
That's so true. It's that 100 mile per hour wind against the face makes it look beautiful. I got a couple
Absolutely.
shout outs. Wait, Frank, you're not new. Well, thanks for rejoining.
Thank you, Frank.
And
Frank knows how to
N1
work the system.
I
Eric.
agree. N1 Eric, thank you so much for the 10 months. Been marked safe from election discussion.
Well, you just ruined that, Eric.
Yeah, we
Yep.
screwed that up.
Way to
Thank
go.
you.
Well, guess what?
Screw
He's
the
from New
prince there.
Hampshire. Live free or die. If that's not the boldest statement for the last 400 years, he's living
Right?
it right.
So everybody in green chat, those are channel members. Thank you. Channel I can't
member.
talk tonight. Channel members, thanks for joining
Channel
us tonight. We
member.
appreciate your monthly support. Greg, let's see, W3PAK for the 7 months. We appreciate
Member
you.
for
There's
7
some of
months.
you guys that are getting really close to
I
24
was
months.
gonna say, Dean, 23 months.
Yeah, Dean, KQ4ADJ, thanks for the 23
Shane,
months.
what happens
This is
at
more
24
enjoyable than
months?
election stuff.
Shane, what happens in 24 months?
Well, at 24 months, you're going to see the coveted shield that appears next to someone's name. So right now you see a crown next to their name in the YouTube chat.
Okay.
So once you hit 24 months and you've been a consecutive member for 24 months, you get that. And that's,
Well,
I think
look
that
at
should be
'em.
highly
They
coveted
showing
and highly
out.
appreciated.
But next to Dean and many others, it looks like that disc, the yellow disc. in the
That's
when you
a
had to play the
StreamYard issue.
45.
That's
You know
because of
what I'm
StreamYard.
saying? You had to have
Yeah.
that disc for the 45s.
Oh, see, I have the
It
YouTube
was
chat over in this
it was the
monitor.
space. It was the spacer that went in there.
The spacer. You
Yeah.
needed that spacer.
Yep.
God
It
forbid you
happens.
need a spacer.
But yeah,
Yeah,
if you're
for
watching the
45.
YouTube chat, it actually shows.
Right. Great Man Poto with the 14 months. Thanks so much.
Thanks,
David,
Steve.
KD9WTA for the 11 months. We appreciate you. Mr. Vassar here for the 23 months. Romper Room callouts. Exactly. Ryan, K6RCM, 23 months. You guys, I don't know who's going to do it first because I check
gonna be
every day
close.
to see who is the first. So, Shane, it looks like he is in Election Central. This is the Apollo astronauts
We never went to the moon.
lunar landing control
we
room.
did.
So,
The Earth is flat.
Ben,
No,
thanks so
you-
much for the 23 months. And K0H O'Brien, thank you for the 22 months. 2 months to go.
You missed one.
I agree. What did I miss?
missed
I got
one.
Ben. I got Mark.
You missed
Sorry.
Mo. Mo.
Sorry, Mo.
Mo.
Mark. Mo.
Mo.
Mo's probably going to be the first one, too. With the 23
Mo with the
months.
brand new Beamer.
That's right. You saw that brand new
Oh.
Beamer. Mm-hmm. He's moving up in the world.
And I'm sure he wanted us to call it out in the middle of the show tonight.
Oh, we're gonna call him
Yeah.
out. We're gonna call his ass
I
out.
heard it was
He
a
put it on
contest
Facebook.
Contest in South Carolina he won.
Well, I mean, he is in South Carolina, so
See there?
Yeah.
Jeez.
But not on election night. He didn't get elected to office to get that beamer.
no. There he goes. A brand new X2.
Look at this. Look at this.
He's
Nice.
got to flex it. I like
Nice.
it. I like it.
Julie,
Well,
thank
when you
you so
send him the
much. Julie
keys to
says,
that
"Can't wait."
hybrid.
Julie says, can't wait for the crown. It's coming, I promise. Absolutely promise.
Man, her and Vaughn,
She
they've
just
been
recently had a
rocking it.
birthday.
She had a birthday the other day. Happy birthday. They have been rocking the Poto world and the YouTube world. I'm happy for them. They've been out there. They're sprinkling that RF all over the place. I like that.
And pretty soon they're going to do it from South Carolina.
Guys, Poto Power, if
Are
you're
they
all
moving?
if you want to do
No.
something nice on Facebook,
They're gonna come visit.
because there's a lot of trash on Facebook. Stupidity. That's not stupid stuff. So like their stuff, like their Poto Power, and follow them. As well as put them inside your ham alert.
So Ron says, hate to tell you, Shane, but Apollo program was canceled long ago. You are exactly correct. And if you walk
nobody
into
back there.
if you walk into this room, it's the coolest thing ever because there's like tab sodas with the pull tabs on them.
Oh,
there's like
Cigarettes in the
cigarettes
ashtray?
in the ashtrays.
Are there
It's the
really? No
coolest thing.
kidding.
It's the
Are you
coolest thing
serious?
ever.
Nice.
It's exactly as it was back in 1969. It's the coolest thing. If you're
Sweating
ever in
nice.
if you're ever near Johnson Space Center, go check this out. It is
Time
completely restored. Love it. Lucas Webster, member for 10 months. Thank you so much. Let's kick it off. Go around the horn. Steve-O, how's your week been, huh? How are you?
Week was good. I spent Saturday driving around the Low Country doing a support for the Lovelo. So I was running SAG 4 was my call sign for the weekend.
Nice. Sagwagging it. Nice.
Chasing bicycles all over. So
I remember those days.
With APRS?
I'm actually building an APRS iGate to put on one of our towers because the race director's like, hey, we've got these great LTE radios. They'll work everywhere. And then they didn't work through half of the course.
Of course not.
Whoops.
Of course not.
And the hams are like, we're here. You know, we got it.
Whoops.
So, but yeah, the APRS was severely lacking. So we're going to try to up that a little bit.
See, Scouts got it right. The mission may have ended, but they left the door open to the control room, and now I'm in charge.
That's
So-
a lot of
Oh,
power.
we're screwed.
That's power.
We're
It was interesting. Like there was like the 3 floors below this room were nothing but computers to make this room work. But it was 3 stories of buildings worth of computers to make this crap work.
And now they do it on a
Could you
Raspberry
imagine?
Pi.
And
now
now
it's
they
done
do
on
it
a
on
Raspberry
now
Pi.
they do it on a cell phone.
It's so fun.
I was
The
gonna say,
iPhone
could you imagine the
16.
heat that came up through
Oh
the floor?
God, yeah. Oh,
It was
hopefully
all
they
run on
vented it
floppy
out.
disks.
Or it was the reel to reel.
The reel to reel.
Yeah, reel to reels.
Real.
But I thought that was kind of cool. If you haven't been, you should go.
Sure,
Sorry to
I don't
interrupt you,
think they
Steve.
had Old Spice back then.
That's a shame.
Oh, they had Old Spice
Oh.
back then.
Mitchell.
Did they?
And Miller. The champagne of beers.
Miller High
Well,
Life.
yeah.
Miller High Life.
That's
When
disgusting.
you got the time,
Disgusting.
we got your beer.
They was on.
But he said, does it smell of cigarettes and Old Spice? I'm thinking,
They won't
No.
let you in there. You can only go to the observation deck where the families would have sat. So you can't actually go into the room because they don't want knuckleheads like the people that were on my tour that were
Pretend like you're the supervisor.
that were
looking
window
over.
licking.
oh, Jesus.
Can you imagine some guy going in there? I'm going to go work somebody on 20 meters right now.
Right?
Hey, 7.200, can you hear me now?
7.200 AM. Let's make that a thing.
AM, that's right.
Hey, there you go.
So,
Anyway,
but no.
sorry, Steve.
Unfortunately, no videos right now.
What?
I did. Yeah,
You were on
been
a
busy.
roll.
He was on a
man.
yeah, he
I
was
know.
on a
Really,
roll for
man?
a while.
What
I know.
happened?
told you to slow
I'm
down.
working on it. Yep, I'm working it.
You
But
gonna end up
Had to
like
put up
me?
all those, he had to put up all those Christmas decorations. See what happens?
Joe Brett films 10 videos and thinking that he's going to have 10 weeks worth of videos, but it should be 10 months. Just release them one at a time, once a month. You got almost a year's worth.
I'm still recording videos. I just forget the next week that I've recorded that. And I've got folders.
I did get a new hoist for the tower and
Nice.
a actual rotor bearing or thrust bearing because what came
Pillow
on the
bear?
tower was just a
Pillow
freaking piece of PVC,
Okay.
and so I'm going to swap that out.
And an amplifier. to turn on the rest of the appliances.
Shane's giving you his Christmas list.
I was gonna say, that's Shane talking right there.
There may or may not be an amplifier. I did pay ICOM this week.
I can't confirm or deny these allegations.
Shane's sending all his remote controllable radio friends' wives Christmas list. Hey, he said he wanted this.
Dear Santa, I have been a good boy this year.
Well, I'm trying to get our buddy Uncle Richard at MTC to buy a bunch of the old gear I have so I can get an expert amplifier from him in trade.
All right, Richard.
Liquidating.
Let's do this.
Jeff, you don't want Shane to buy me an amp because then your stove will turn on. I know how close you live.
Right. Exactly.
And actually, one of our other ham buddies here in town is moving like 2 streets over, so he and I are probably going to have to buy
his stove on.
Yeah, we're probably going to have to buy bandpass filters.
You're going to have to work out a schedule.
Arthur, member for 23 months. Thanks, boys. One more month. You're almost there. I'm going to be excited when that finally rolls over. Joe Brett.
Hey.
How are you, man?
Man, I'm doing pretty good. How are y'all doing?
We can't
How's
complain.
that Chevy life?
Chevy life's all right, man.
Just don't run it.
As long as you don't touch it. So, like many other things, forget about stuff and let it sneak up on me. You know, I was going to do a lot of 3D prints and stuff and have it for this local little tailgate, for Ham Radio Tailgate. It's called Papa Jack's Trade Day. I did a video on it last year. If you didn't see it, it's in the playlist somewhere. But just a nice little local thing, and I try to make it support them. And I was like, well, crap, that's tomorrow morning, and it was like 11 o'clock when I thought about that at night. So I took me some little plastic wrenches, you know, little SMAs, sold a couple of those, and
well, you made $1 then.
Those little things?
Yeah. Made $2.
Oh,
no. Hey.
So I was doing 2 for $1.
Okay.
Hamfest special. Yeah. And
you didn't want to bring it home.
Special.
yeah, I got a bunch of those things, right? Like I printed way too many of those because they was just easy and quick to print. But
and you can fit a ton of them on the bed.
Yeah. On when I was getting ready to leave,
he printed them for you.
It's like,
no.
Yeah.
He had the file.
He printed. He started printing right after I printed, of course.
Yeah, but did you print yours in pink?
He's still waiting for me to make the thumbnail, so he can make it his business card.
Hey, that's not a bad idea. I like the way you think, Joe.
A lot of ideas come out of this 2-hour session. Yeah. That's all I'm going to say.
So, go into this little event. I jump in the Chevy Life vehicle, and I'm cruising to town. I'm like 10 minutes down the road, and I've got this habit. I don't talk a lot when I drive because you
don't talk a lot when you're doing anything.
Right.
What are you talking about?
Because I'm paying attention to many things, right?
Oh,
so it's ADHD, but whatever. So I got this bad habit. When you have parts that fly off a vehicle, like I had a whole entire wheel come off a car one time, and it took me a minute to process that was my wheel passing me.
While you were driving?
Yes. While I was driving.
Did it pass you?
That's what he said.
That's what it took me a minute. I was like, oh, look at there. It's a tire. Wait a minute.
That's what happens when your truck goes into Carolina squat mode.
Yeah, well, that was back on that low rider. So I was already so low to the ground, I didn't feel the truck drop, you know. But
it didn't have far to go.
It
was already on the frame.
It was already making noise.
So ever since that traumatic event, you know, I don't like listening to the music radio. I pay attention to my surroundings, noises, and my gauges. And I look down at my gauges, and I'm like, that one's not right. And I'm looking,
something
and I'm like,
more than an idiot light.
Oil pressure's over here, so that's temperature. And that's
Here's
not supposed to be over here. It's supposed to be, you know, in the middle.
Red does not mean it's okay.
So it didn't get in the red, just 3/4. Okay. So I stopped for gas, and I said, you know, I guess I should check coolant level or whatever. Sure enough, it's a little low. Go in the store, no problem. Buy me a gallon. Come back out, put some gas in it, put some coolant in it. I'm like, all right, good to go. Head on 30 minutes down the road. after a few hours of being at this event, I said, I better check that again before I leave because I've got some coolant left over just in case. Yeah, it was really low. So,
like bone dry.
So I threw some more in it and got home, parked it, got out, thinking I better check that, right? Check the level. Well, the first thing I noticed when I get out, my entire driver's side front fender well is soaked. Like, I'm like, that's not right.
They ain't supposed to do that.
That was muddy when I left, and now it looks like it's been pressure washed.
Now it's cleaned
and oily. So, I popped the hood, and it looked like something had blew up inside. As far as there's just an oily substance everywhere, and I wasn't having that much fun with the truck, right? So, anyway, I learned to become a little bit of a mechanic. So, story time. Radiator had a blowout, and I took it out, and I confirmed it did have a large crack. And, why do they? It's got the transmission cooler and the engine oil cooler built into it, so
all right there together. And
they decided to make those on the ends plastic instead of all. Yeah, they're plastic. That's OEM. Yes. So the radiator, the main radiator is aluminum, but the end caps.
Did you call K3LR and get an all aluminum one?
No, I thought about it, but so she's wanting to go camping next weekend, and I'm like, I don't know if we're gonna do that. We'll see. Because anyway, I decided people on YouTube got to be careful with these influencers, but YouTube was like, hey, easy fix, right? So I go buy a new radiator.
It's a 4-minute video.
And buy some
Takes
more
you
coolant.
8 hours.
Yeah. And
we have a slideshow presentation.
Yeah, we got us a little presentation.
Yeah. Okay. All right.
So I get the new one installed, and everything's going pretty good, right? So I'm like, okay, this ain't too bad. I just had a couple of those little clips that gave me some trouble because they were at awkward angles. And I start filling it back up with coolant, and it's coming out the bottom of the coolant reservoir.
It done blew a hole in it.
I'm like, are you freaking kidding me? Which is a common fail point, especially on GM. I don't know about others, but the bottom of where that little bracket attaches at the bottom is the stress point. It will leak out. So I go spend another $50 plus tax.
Hey, that's cheap.
Yeah,
that's cheap. Yeah.
Buy a new reservoir, and I'm pouring it in, and it's leaking again, and I'm like, it's freaking brand new. So then I go back to the YouTube, and this guy putting in a new reservoir tank had the same problem. So this little hole here on the side is an overflow hole. Comes up over the threads and leaks out the bottom. So if you're not using a funnel, because I thought I was pretty good at hitting the hole, I didn't need no funnel.
Hey,
and so if you're not using a funnel and your tank's leaking, you're probably pouring it down the wrong hole there, at 2 holes at one time. Yeah.
I'm keeping my mouth shut. That's all I'm saying.
That's
good job. Good
That's
job.
Good.
So
that's a first.
I'm just saying.
Where's beer snack?
It only took 190 episodes.
I'm trying to help other folks that may go through this, and you pouring some coolant in the tank there. It may not need to be replaced. It may be fine. Use a funnel. If you're using a funnel and it leaks, you probably need to replace it. So anyway, got everything back together, filled with coolant, letting it run, and bam! My oldest son comes over as, I'm finished with everything. He finally comes over to help.
Of course.
You mean the mechanic?
And he said, your water pump's leaking. And I'm like, what? And it's starting to make a bad noise, right? Like, if the belts were wet and was going to make noises, they would have done that when they first started moving, not 15 minutes after I had it running at idle, right? So I'm shutting everything off real quick, hoping the motor don't seize up, and got to looking at it. It's not the water pump, son.
Okay.
It's the main lower radiator hose going back into the thermostat housing. It's not sealed off. So evidently, I guess I pushed it on maybe too far. I don't know, but so whatever. I was like, it almost ended up on Facebook Marketplace. Yeah,
that's serious.
The problem is, it's hard to sell something to get something bigger without having to pay extra for it, right?
That's true. Yep, that's true.
Sort of like
Man.
marriage. Sort of like
the-
marriage, but I'm not going to go there. I'm just going
It's
to keep my mouth
difficult
shut.
to upgrade.
Stop.
A divorce for some reason
Sort of like
costs
a
more than the
girlfriend.
upgrade.
That's the whole girlfriend thing right there.
I did come home last night a little early before it turned dark. Got home about 30 minutes to spare for it. Got dark outside. Got my pliers out. Readjusted the hose and that little clamp on it just a tad, and got it to quit leaking, and drove it a few miles around the neighborhood. Yes, the gravel helped filter it before it hit the
Oh, working on gravel's the worst.
So anyway, and yeah, I got a boo boo.
Oh, you got a boo boo too.
I got to buy me some of those mechanic gloves. You know?
Yeah, absolutely.
And I don't know if anybody ever does this, but do you like have this ESP, this premonition that this is fixing to happen and it's finna hurt, and then it does, and it hurts?
You're like, damn, that's right. Shit.
So I'm you know, the air box, the air filter box on that Tahoe just snaps into place. Got these little, so you have to pop it out. And I knew when I was pulling on it, trying to wiggle it around, trying to pop it out.
It's gonna hurt.
I'm gonna bang a knuckle with this thing.
I seen this hand up under the lip of the fender, right, where it pinches together. I said, "This is finna hurt." Pop. Yep.
Sure enough.
Turn into a sailor real quick, don't you?
Sure enough, it do.
Luckily, there was enough oil, dirt, and grease, kind of helped sealed it off. We was fine.
Well, wait, say that word again. Before dirt and grease.
Sure
Luckily,
enough.
there was.
Enough. What, Earl?
I don't listen to myself enough to repeat myself.
Right.
Sure enough.
No, what'd you call it? Oral? Oral?
Oil?
Oral?
Oil?
Oil?
Oil? I can say it a lot of different ways. How you want me to say it? Damn it.
No.
Bobby.
How do you normally say it?
Oh,
Oil? Oil?
oh, it's all one word. One
Yeah.
syllable.
It's the 710 cap.
Oh.
Oh, I call it Earl.
What? What?
We
All
grew
right,
up
so
on
tell
Earl.
us about your oral there, boy.
No, we grew up.
Do you have heater, Earl?
Yes.
I've
Yes.
never heard that. I
Maybe it's
gotta
just my
order
family.
some heater, Earl.
No. When I order my Earl, they know exactly what I mean. They
They
take my
went
money.
down here.
Ain't no doubt.
Yeah, I was gonna say, come on down here to the south. Let's try that one.
They take
Talking
my
about
money.
that, I got mocked at the Wendy's today.
For what?
What?
Ordering a single?
We're gonna make this into a YouTube short.
What'd you order? What'd you
This
order?
girl,
bro?
man, and this girl she's the nicest girl. She remembers your face. She's always upbeat and cheerful and everything. But I got to thinking about it a little bit later. I said, wait a minute, she ain't ever talked that country.
What'd you order? A
to me.
Krabby Patty?
Hell no, I ain't eating that pineapple stuff. Seriously, I want to get in contact with Wendy's. Maybe Shane needs to do this because he's a stickler for the stats, right? I want to know how many kids has
I'm not doing a pie chart.
ordered the Krabby Patty and got just sick off of it, or started throwing a tantrum, crying, or whatever in the dining room there because it was so nasty. I don't know.
It
How you
can't
gonna
be any
market
worse.
something to the kids and then like not tell them it's got pineapple on your cheeseburger? Like that.
There's pineapple in a cheeseburger.
Yeah.
there's
That's
and
the Krabby
the commercial
That's
doesn't
what
say
happens when
that.
does it? I don't eat that garbage, so I
the
don't
Frosty
know, so.
has a pineapple swirl mixed in it.
Don't eat those either.
The Krabby
If it ain't
Patty.
Andy's, it's crap.
They say it's like a weird off. What's the McDonald's Big Nasty Big Mac
Big Mac.
sauce? It's kind of similar to that, but
The
no.
little
Big
pink
Patty,
stuff
special
that tastes
sauce,
like
lettuce, cheese, pickles, onions on special season.
Thousand Island. It's Thousand
Thousand
Island salad
Island.
dressing.
Thousand
Thousand
Island.
Island.
Thousand Island.
But I've noticed. And while we're on the subject, it's a money grab, man.
Segue.
Well, so
we dealt with so many. Hang on a minute, I'm finna preach. We've dealt so many years with these nicotine companies
you should know by
and
now.
stuff
Steve, you should know
advertising to our kids. Now we got the fast food places. First at Zaxby's with the what's that YouTuber that's Mr. Beast.
Mr. Beast.
Yeah,
He's part of Zaxby's now.
and he got a Mr. Beast meal, and some bitch costs like $15. The only reason I ever agreed
That's
to
that
get
Mr.
it,
Beast royalties. What it is.
the only reason I ever agreed to get it is because I know my son's not going to eat it all at one time, and he can eat on it twice. So I divide the cost by 2, and like it ain't that bad.
There you
7.5
go. There you
each.
go.
But this pineapple under the sea stuff at Wendy's, that's just nasty.
But see, I got an idea.
Don't be trying to give that to my kids.
No.
Leave the kids alone.
You sound
So I've
like
got
Squidward. You really sound like
Yep.
Squidward right now.
My nose feels a little heavy.
Is it SpongeBob related? It looks-
Yes.
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 But
Yes.
they're putting pineapple on the hamburger.
Why not? He lives in a
Well, it's
pineapple
not a
under the
slice.
I
sea.
don't care
It's
what
not
he
a slice
does.
of pineapple, but I mean,
It's pineapple-esque stuff.
yeah.
It's pineapple essence
Yeah.
that they sprinkle on top.
So here's what we need to do.
Just
Yeah,
like
go ahead.
McDonald's has essence of eggs that they put on your
Right.
whatever that meal sandwich you get.
We need to get our veggie burger expert to go try one and report
Carlos?
back to us.
Carlos, we need our Inspector General. It's election night, buddy. You've been elected.
I'm gonna pay for that shit later. I know I am. You've been voluntold.
Oh goodness.
Well, that was
right.
my fun for tonight.
Right.
Bring it on in there, Izzo.
No, I don't want to. Listen, I'm smoking a Camacho. That's all I got to say. I want to hear more you guys talk. I'm just going to sit here and be quiet.
You guys.
You guys.
You guys in your Earl.
Use guys.
You got your Earl.
Earl.
It's called Earl. We grew up on Earl. It was called Earl.
Eric and the Grouch is watching.
I guess I got my,
"What's wrong with
response."
How Izzo's talking?
I didn't know if it was
So.
the whole gang. When you're growing up, you don't know if it's just a Northeast thing or if it's just a whole American. You don't know.
It's a Northeast thing.
Yeah, James, I got to the country girl. She I don't think she's a country girl. I got to thinking about it after I was sitting there halfway through my meal, and I'm like, she's never talked that country before. And I think because I started giving her like a fake name and stuff, and I never give.
That's what happened. So now
I
she
always-
spikes your food. She spiked your food because you gave her a fake name.
Well, every time they ask me
Can
my
I get a
name,
soda for a
I say
cop?
Izzo. So
Don't use my name.
You're using the Izzo's name in vain.
Don't,
Mm-hmm.
don't use that. Don't use that Italian name down in Mississippi. Come on.
you can't use your name at these restaurants because
No.
they'll put it up on the screen, and other people looks at like I look at the screen. I'm like, hey, I know, where are you at? I know you. I just
See,
tell
that's why I
everybody
just
I'm
tell them.
Dennis.
All right.
What'd you order? You
After
ordered
the
Kate and
show,
Marty.
after the show, I got to tell you a story. I cannot say this story.
Well, it's going to be in Discord in the dumpster fire.
Let
We
me
don't
see.
bring the dumpster fire
I
up that
can't
often.
even-
But we got
I-
4 folks sitting over there tonight
I
watching us in the
can't
dumpster
even
fire.
clean it up.
Oh,
good. That's
I'm
good.
just-
It shouldn't be on
that
the
should be a
show.
good one.
It's like something that we would talk about like 3-4 years ago, like before we came to YouTube. It was like one of those midnight, laugh to your because you're crying,
because we drank too much.
God.
right? And your liver is
Yeah.
just and you got to go to the bathroom, and
Your
also you
your
start-
liver is waving the flag like y'all got.
But you want to hear one more, but you got to hear one more Molson story,
right?
Oh my god. Anyway,
Back in my days. Anyway, Izzo, what you smoking? Then we'll get into what you got.
Camacho. I
I
Sure.
already said Camacho.
Which
got the
which
Camacho.
Camacho is it?
This is the. Let's see, how can we do it?
You got a mail order subscription to them things?
No,
You can go
I
to
gotta-
the local shop and get some.
local shop, man. I got a brick and
Is that
mortar.
the double?
No. I don't know. It's a 6x60. It's
Okay.
good. It's nice.
It's
thicker
got a
one.
blue label. So if you're in a cigar
This is the
shop,
blue-
and it's a
yeah,
Camacho
this is
with a blue label.
blue label. We had Halloween.
Oh yeah,
Trick or treaters.
25 kids.
Only.
that's
Okay.
good.
We had some cool. We had the princess. We had the star troopers. We had this bricks. Bricks is a game, I think, right? Is that a computer game?
Yeah.
Bricks.
Roblox or
Roblox.
yeah.
That's it.
Roblox.
We had a couple, and I don't know. So these kids, but this one, I
It's a
gotta
very
tell you what
dangerous
happened.
game.
This
So,
one little shit came to my
I-
video.
Yes, just one little shit comes up, and she's not from the neighborhood, so I'm gonna say it. Okay.
You didn't say it was a she.
She's not-
I wouldn't have said
She's
that.
not from the neighborhood, but here's what happened. This is
You
about
little
what
shit.
your.
How dare you
This
say
is
that?
about what your parent. This is how you know how parents raise their kids.
Mhm.
I looked at the girl, and she's eyeing this big bowl of candy, and it's like 7 o'clock ish, and I know like by now what we're going to get.
Like at the
I
end
know
of the Ham Fest.
we're going to have right.
You don't want to take all that back in.
Exactly. I don't want to take that candy back in the house, but I'm also not going to give you 10 pounds. So I told her, I said, listen, hey kid, I said.
When the conversation starts out with "Hey kid,"
hey kid, no really, and I had my cigar like this.
And we're talking about candy.
It's one or two things. You're either finna get invited to the mob, or you need to scream "stranger danger."
No stranger danger here.
Don't get in the white van.
Me.
Don't get in the white van.
Listen, everyone knows when you need something,
ring.
you come to my house.
Don't
they all know.
Ring.
I said, Kiss, listen, we're giving out one or two cans. Tell you what, you could take a couple pieces. 3, 4, whatever you
can't refuse.
Well, you know what she said? She said, hey, Izzo. And she went like this into the bag. And she went like this. And I called her a political name. And we said we're not going to go political tonight. And she looked at me and I said, that's right. Don't do that. Be on your own.
Now I'm curious what a political name is.
There's so many possibilities.
Just wait.
Right?
Yeah.
You didn't call her an elephant, did you?
No, the jackass. You don't do that. First off, you're not from this neighborhood. You're not. So have a little respect.
Get off my lawn, kid.
No.
Don't you bring them sticky gloves to my house?
They're how to be that
sticky bandits.
Like with the NFL players to catch the ball and stuff.
Oh my God! If she would have walked away with all his candy, giving the bird, saying "See you next Tuesday,"
yes.
She's watching the show.
Yes,
but you're
yes.
not from this neighborhood.
She's like kissing it.
Good job,
I got
girl.
your Butterfinger, son.
Yes, I'm getting ready to call the Butterfinger patrol group you see on TV and everything. You know, let go of my butt. Come on, kid.
Finger off my
you're not
Butterfinger.
from this neighborhood.
You're from the South Side.
Yes.
So,
On the other side of the track.
Izzo's always got notes for the show. Izzo's sitting out by his Halloween candy with a checklist of sorry kid, you're not on the neighborhood list.
I'm sorry.
I don't have this
costume on my list for this year.
Everybody's welcome.
You didn't register for the Izzo house.
I don't care if it's Memorial Day party, the July 4th. Everyone knows the doors are open. Just be respectful.
Doors open, but you ain't welcome.
But no, the doors. You just gotta be respectful.
I got the door open so I can see outside.
I taught my kids please and thank yous, and and if you don't like it, just
hell,
eat
you
it.
didn't give her a chance, Izzo.
Give her a chance.
Calling her name.
She pulled that big what's that Thor claw and just went like this. And put
you
his
were
hand.
just in shock and you didn't know how to respond.
What if she had big hands?
Oh,
you didn't make fun of her now.
If this little kid has big hands, now we got bigger problems.
She got elephantitis.
If the parents of this little kid
upset.
with a Thor hand of candy is watching the show, we would love to have you and the child on a future episode.
You're stirring it, Joe. You're stirring it. You're just mad because your Chevy broke down.
Oh, it's good, man. It's good to go now. It's sitting in the driveway.
How many people saw the Mario and Luigi costume this year?
I didn't.
Where at in the world, Steve? Jesus.
Just every freaking where. Everywhere I turn around. It was always a couple dressed up as Mario and Luigi.
Lay off the mushrooms a little there on Halloween, buddy.
No green mushrooms for you, Steve.
You know what we had though?
Damn it.
We had so you know who I did give the extra candy to? This one kid comes up, he's like, hello, Mr. Rizzo, happy Halloween. And I don't know the kid's name, but
did he say trick or treat?
He said trick or treat.
Okay.
I said, you look great. And he says, can I please have a piece? I'm like, oh my God, this kid is like, he's from, a cut of my loins. He's a cut of my loins here.
Shane.
All of a sudden, he doesn't have a pillowcase. He doesn't have, he has? He has a Home Depot bucket to put his candy.
The Homer bucket.
Attaboy.
I thought that, and I said, tell you what, kid, you could have as many as you like. That was cool.
There you go.
And then he asked me as he's walking halfway down the driveway, he says, next year, can I have a cigar? I like you. Like I said. Every year, there's always that
Good
one.
luck.
Yeah.
Good luck.
Go ask your mama.
I'm gonna call it like it is. I think you got a little bit of sexism going on there. Is
Yes, some bias, that's for sure.
Calling the girl
respect.
names and favoritism.
It's called respect.
Making fun of their man hands.
You know, maybe if you'd respected her, she would have respected your candy.
I did. I approached her and I gave her an offer. I made her. She not only.
Why does a kid gotta have an offer?
Because that's how you learn.
Look here, you ain't from this neighborhood. I give you one piece.
Halloween is a training
You bring
ground
me 3
for
next
life.
year.
Listen, weddings and Halloween and all these are all training grounds for life, for when you are out on your own.
You got to barter for that candy.
But you got to you got to do it in a nice, respectful way.
Okay.
Yeah, especially at the cost of candy now. Oh,
yes,
that's no lie. So, what were you giving? What kind of candy were you giving out? Was it Reese's?
We
was
had
it chocolate? Was it sweet tarts? What were you giving
had
out?
the
Better
big.
not been the Dum Dums and
No. Jennifer and I bought the big, huge, mega bag from Mega Walmart.
You spent $100 on candy there.
Yes, we did.
That's why he's so emotional about it.
Right? He was invested in
Reese's. It had all the good stuff in there. The Reese's, the Milky Ways, the $1,000 grand bars.
100
or something.
grand.
100 grand bars in there.
I don't get emotional about it because like I'll go this weekend and buy all the clearance candy, and that's what I give out the next year.
Oh,
it's only a year old.
Life hack. There you go. Hey, it's candy corn. It's fine. It's been the same stuff since the 60s.
Y'all don't like that stuff, man. Candy corn is great.
That is
I like
the
the
Jaeger.
pumpkins, but
That is the Jägermeister of candy. That really,
Yes.
that's
you got a point there, Izzo. I'll give you that.
That's
Sometimes just smelling candy corn, I'm like, ugh.
yeah.
I like it. My wife hates it.
You ever
Jody's
go
got
into
some memes
you ever
going
go
on
into
over
a
here.
doctor's office? You know how some doctor's offices have that funny smell? As soon as you open that door,
They
you're
all
like,
have a funny smell.
I swear, sometimes I think it's from the candy
I
corn.
went this morning and I couldn't help but keep thinking of Shane.
Oh, God.
Is my doc going to do me like Shane's doc? It wasn't even spoke about, by the way.
You don't get the happy drugs. That's the thing.
Yo.
Well, Izzo, I'm glad that you had a good Halloween. I decorated the front door, and I stood in the hallway for a little bit, but nobody came trick-or-treating in my little apartment complex. So
Are you serious? Growing up, we would kill to go to an apartment complex.
That's why Izzo said 25 kids. I'm like, dude, that's great. So we was camping last weekend or the weekend before, whatever. And a lot of the campgrounds were doing Halloween stuff, trick-or-treating stuff and everything.
That's cool.
Trunk or treat or something.
So I told Noel, I said, hey, we need to take some candy just in case, right? This poor lady, ain't no kids come by. She grabs the bucket and goes walking around the campground. And I said, make sure you ask the parents first before you just start handing them candy because that could be weird, strange, and dangerous. So, she walked around and handed out candy because nobody was coming around.
That's sad.
Wow, that's different. Why? Did everyone forget? This is America, folks.
So she was a Halloween candy fairy. That works.
Yeah.
That works. Yeah. Wow. Well, yeah. So
gracious.
a little bit heartbroken that I didn't get any trick-or-treaters in my house. I ate the candy.
They probably went to your old address.
Right.
They probably was looking you up on QRZ.
They all ended up in the pasture across the street.
So now, what do you guys do? Do you guys bring all that extra candy to work, or how? Like, what is?
Yes.
Yes.
I take the good shit, keep it in my house in the refrigerator, and the rest of it I send it to
Same
work.
here. I was already told the $1,000 grand, those 1,000, 100,000 grand bars.
100 grands.
Do not touch them. Those I will lose an eye. I will lose a finger.
I'm all about the Reese's.
I was warned.
I'm all about the
warned
Reese's.
me already.
That's my.
I got a sweet, nice woman, but man, when she tells you don't do it, you know what you do? Listen. Oh, you listen.
Do it twice.
No, you don't do it twice. You'll wind up with some missing fingers.
It'll make next Tuesday's show interesting.
Yeah, something to talk about. Absolutely.
As long as you don't bust the camera.
Right. Throw a microphone at you.
What happened, Joe? Joe.
God dang, I hate this time of year.
See, that's the ghost of Halloween. He's messing with you. He said, see what happens?
This daggone tin roof,
Oh my
man.
God! I
That-
hope
that
somebody
ain't- that
caught
ain't
that.
What was that?
That ain't no
Okay.
Yeah,
laser
at least
talk.
recorded. It's on live.
It was an acorn, probably.
This darn acre.
Did somebody get that? Somebody put that in Discord.
Yeah, we'll make that
Joe-
short.
Joe Brett Ball.
Man.
We'll have that
that's
for the
gonna go on
anniversary
the,
show.
That's
That'll be
That'll
the
be
anniversary
short.
show.
That's gonna go on the podcast.
They wasn't that bad until
Jody, you're right.
one day one of the neighbors a couple houses down the road was wildly hunting birds flying in the air, and I got shotgun pellets hitting the thin metal shack here.
Ooh.
So I don't know whether it's an acorn or if it's, combustible.
What'd you call it?
Precious
somebody
material.
celebrating the
Acorn?
election.
Shit. Douglas got it right.
Do you guys believe in ghosts? Seriously.
Absolutely.
It depends on what kind.
Well,
Casper,
okay.
I believe in
He-
Casper.
He don't like the mad ones, but the other ones he's all right with.
Yeah, like
I like the
I
ones
was
that
gonna
come scoop all your candy away. But
And it
a
took
neighborhood
no
kids with
time
big
for Scout to
hands.
post in the Discord.
oh yeah.
Uh-oh.
An acorn meme already.
Of course.
Is it something that we can post here on YouTube?
Oh yeah,
or no?
yeah.
Go grab it. Go grab it.
Let me see if it'll play
Well,
nice.
if you aren't part of our Discord down
Yeah, we should say
below
that.
here, you should come join us over Discord because a lot of things happen in Discord.
A lot
Mainly
of
the
things
dumpster
happen.
fire. We got Scout Sam, Derek, and Dane hanging out in the dumpster fire watching the
Dumpster
show.
fire
Thanks
brothers.
you guys for being up there.
Joe,
There
there's
you
your
go.
arch nemesis right there, Joe.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Throwing the acorn at you.
yep.
Put it inside your radiator.
It's like I
Oh.
forget every year that, it gets windy this time of year. Leaves are falling. Squirrels are going crazy and dropping crap on top of my shed. And I've
Why
said
don't you-
for at least
It's
3 years
corn,
now,
right?
right? That,
You're gonna line that thing with a rubber.
that I'm going to put a rubber roof on it or build a roof over it.
So, do we want to talk about the new items we put in the store today?
Yes, Shane, tell
Yes.
us about the new item.
Shane, just take my money. Just take my money. That's all we're gonna say.
So, I want to preface
let's-
this by saying that
Preface this.
so we've come
Sure.
up with a new logo. Some of you may have seen it on YouTube,
the
and
Discord and
Discord, and all the kind of stuff. Anyway, so we come up with a new
Yep.
with a new logo that we're kind of proud of. I don't know if I can show it.
Came out
yeah.
real nice. That
Came
that
out. It came out good. I was rather proud of that. But anyway, so we've been kicking around. What are we going to do with it? What are we going to what kind of things can we produce with it? And Joe Brett, myself, and there's 3 or 4 others have merch stores. And I don't think I've sold anything out of my merch store since Christmas of 2020. But I was like, you know what?
when you
I'll
stop making
upload
videos.
I love it pretty much, yeah.
Shop is reopened.
So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna put the new logo up there, and I'm gonna put some products on it. And if you want something with this logo on it, the great thing about Spreadshop is, you can customize the shit out of it. So let me pull this up. I am not prepared.
I was gonna say the coffee cup.
Jody.
Or,
No.
Jody says the new Ham Radio Clubhouse tramp stamp tats now available in the store.
And
Yes,
listen,
sir.
Absolutely.
let me just preface this by saying this. No disrespect to our brothers at Coffee and Ham Radio
Sure.
for those mugs that they put out. Those were fantastic and everything. But if you want to do something a little bit different and maybe up your game and say, "Hey, Jeem, look at this." You want to show Jeem something.
So
Order something.
let me
from
show
us.
you what I got.
So I
Yeah,
come
yeah.
up with some.
I'll
I
show
come up
you
with
mine.
I come up with a few things, and like I said,
Activate
see?
all.
I was a little bored at work today.
Yeah, I was
what
just
can
gonna say you were busy at work today, weren't you?
So I came up with a couple things that I was like. So I personally ordered one of these myself, and I think Steve, do you have that pulled up?
Yep, it's pulled up.
So I'm gonna
wanna
stop
swap over to mine?
sharing. Yeah, go ahead and share yours. So I ordered that.
Look at that quality.
But that's the cool thing about this is I put the base thing in there. I don't know if it'll let me share over you. So I put the base mug in there, and if you want to buy something, you can't see my mouse, but there's a little pencil item here, and it will let you customize anything you want. So if you want to add text somewhere, you're going to put your call sign on it. You're going to make it,
the show
Put your
about
own
nothing.
picture.
The show about nothing can go.
Delete
can
the
be your
picture.
logo on the bottom.
wasted money on this, you can put just as long as it fits within the printable area. I mean, went to a YouTube show and ended up with a coffee mug. But I wanted to just give you guys some options for those that wanted to, because we got a show coming up, about 200, show 200 coming up at mid-January, I think. I got to go do the math because we're at 190 now, so 10 weeks from now.
10 weeks.
So,
yeah.
So I wanted to just throw that out there. I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I'm not a fan of that hat. I've got one that has my logo on it, and I'm not a fan of it. So,
what is it that you did? What did not you for your head?
I don't like the way it's printed on there. I think we should come up with a better quality hat to better represent the clubhouse. So, we have a couple things in there. If you want a coffee mug, the logo's there. You can put it on just about anything. And one thing about, like I said, one thing I like about this particular shop is you can customize it. So if you want to put your call sign on it, put your call sign on it. If you want to go, this logo sucks, you can do that too. But anyway, it's there. If you want to share the link's in our private chat. If you want to put it in the chat here.
You know what I did today? I took the T-shirt that I was looking at, color black, and then on the back of it, I wrote in "stole from Molson's closet" or something. Molson, if you're listening, get in here, jump in here.
Joe Brett said that the canvas shirts were pretty awesome. So, like I said,
which is labeled as the unisex tri-blend?
Probably.
Yes.
Well, and Shane, that collared shirt that you shared, that you customized.
Oh, this one.
Is that an Adidas shirt?
That is, it's an Adidas performance polo.
And I was looking at the Under Armour quarter zip too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So like
That's
a couple of
stuff.
these, I put.
Riveting suspense.
I know, right? It's me hunting and pecking over here.
I thought Steve was finna get exorcist.
I got it. Hang on.
I mean, it's there.
grab it
It's there. You just,
That's huge.
choose the size that you want. There you go. Put your call sign on it. All this stuff's customizable. So, the link to my shop's going to be in there. All the stuff, of course, goes back to the clubhouse. But wanted to get something out there quickly so that you guys, if y'all wanted something, it's in there.
So listen. So when the
Tonight
family
on Ham Radio Clubhouse QVC,
I know, right? Yeah, exactly.
right, Mike. But guess what?
Easy payment plan.
Here's the beauty of it all. We are typically hard to buy for the holiday gifts, whatever holiday in the Christmas December you are celebrating. When someone says, "What do you want?" That's what you want right there. So
there's stickers in there
amp
too.
that I can remote.
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Not QVC, Team U.
So there's stickers in here
geez.
too. Y'all want stickers? I did this last year. This is if you haven't seen Christmas Vacation, this is part of Christmas Vacation. So
Thought it said "Merry Christmas, you filthy animal."
no, this is before that. This is when Clark's in the office. So that's in there. Like I said, whatever you want, it's in there. If y'all want to check it out, check it out. That's right.
Very cool.
That's right. But wait, there's more.
There's more.
I've got
more.
I've got a mug coming. So hopefully next week I'll be drinking out of one of the mugs that's got my call sign on it.
There you go.
But yeah,
See if they turn them that quick.
And for those in the cold weather regions, nether regions like I am, there are sweatshirts. There's hoodies. We're working on long underwear. We're thinking of putting the clubhouse on the trap door on the union suit.
It's
I
didn't
thought I
agree to
saw
that.
the. I was gonna say I
There's
thought I
shorts
saw
in
the
there.
plaid boxers in there already.
No, it's not boxers. There's a stocking in there. There's plaid.
Okay.
No, we
And
were
then
talking
there's-
about
and then
boxers
there's some-
earlier today.
There's
Steve.
some
Yeah.
shorts in there if you
The
want.
hemp.
If y'all like shorts.
Yeah,
There were-
that's
I don't
right.
have hemp in there. Sorry. It's pretty sure it didn't
that hemp
improve.
material is so soft, man. Oh my god.
Loaded with CBD, right?
It's heaven. No, it's not. It's
Until you add heat to it.
no, it's just it's no, it's not. Is it really? Now you all got me nervous. I'm gonna be applying for a new job, and they're gonna say no, Mr. Rizzo.
No, Mr. Rizzo, we're sorry. There's discounts coming. I think next week is like 30% off or 20% off everything in the store. I'll post it in Discord. I don't have any control over it. So,
well, you do.
As soon
You
as I
could
find it,
select not to have it.
well, that's true. But if they want to offer a discount, I'm gonna give it. We missed free shipping, but
It'll roll back around.
Yeah,
right.
I was gonna say they do it quite often.
But anyway, if that's something you're interested in, hit us up. We are working on an actual legit, really cool hat. It's going to be a Richardson, probably 112 with either some sort of patch on it. But I think the mock-ups that I've seen so far look really, really good. So I'm excited about that. And now there's more to come on that. That's going to be later on. Anyway, we're at the hour mark, gents.
Yep.
What y'all want to do?
Scout
wanna let
says logo
these-
on the outside or the inside of the trapdoor for the Union suit.
Maybe two
Both.
logos. It's a good
both.
thought. That way, if you're in the trees pulling the Izzo, the logo's still shining when the flap's down.
Make it reflective so you don't get shot.
It'd be a horrible time to get shot.
That's a horrible time.
I mean, it might help.
No, that's a
the job
horrible
done
way.
quick.
No, think about it. That's a horrible way of leaving Earth. Leaving here. It really is.
Well, I mean, I wouldn't go that far. You know, many people
But-
do survive that. But
I would hope you would survive, so you can come back on Clubhouse and talk about it.
I would hope you too, Izzo. Thank you. That's thoughtful.
So that's almost like I think Scout posted a picture where he needs a radiator as well. There, Joe.
Oh,
You
yeah?
see that?
No.
Yeah, him and the four-legged foe got into an entanglement.
Let me see if I can.
If anybody's familiar, like with the oil cooler and transmission cooler line, oh my God!
Oh,
Yeah,
whoa.
yeah. You probably need a new one there, boy.
Yeah.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no water in
No
it.
gas. So,
Hope you're at the top of the hill. Push
Dang.
it down. Damn.
Well, did what you hit? Is it in the freezer?
I was gonna say
That's about to
it better
say,
be on
hopefully
the,
you,
on
the
hopefully you
grill.
got some revenge.
or in the smoker.
That's payback.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Anyway.
all those little clips to the metal hoses to the oil and
Oh.
they put the freaking, they're all upside down or facing like from the bottom up instead of snapping them from the top down, which would have been easy. No,
That's
Let's do
because
it
some engineer's
blindfolded.
wife stepped out on him with a mechanic. So the engineer's like, "We're gonna screw everybody from now until forever."
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Do you
I
guys
did.
remember back in the day of changing your own oil and air filter? There was none of that
No, I
stuff.
just knocked him the hell out. I didn't change him. No.
Rolling
It's
them
how
up in
we
a
learned. It's how we
Damn it, Earl.
learned back in the day, back in the 70s.
Oh,
We learned
you're
how to
talking
do
about
this
changing your own oil. That's
Yeah.
Motor
I got it.
oil.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Not motor Earl. I
Thought
thought
you
you
were
were talking about knocking the
Carl.
neighbor out. Yeah.
Earl, yeah. Ah, shoot. Earl's got to die, right?
I was gonna say that song's already been referenced. Was stuck in everybody's head.
I'm just going to sit here and be quiet.
We only pick on you, Izzo, because we love you.
We didn't take your candy. Don't get sensitive with us.
She did, and that was not right. She did, and that was not right. That was not right. If she, you know something,
Right
if
back
she
on the
had
soapbox.
asked, you know something, if she
You're welcome.
had asked, I would have. I would say, yeah, absolutely. Take some more.
Easy.
All you got to do. I am the nicest guy in
Right.
the world. Just ask.
You touched your microphone.
Oh, jeez.
Yep. You broke it.
Why do we not have a ticker for each of us having a rant? Good God.
Because we don't go on rants. We just speak with enthusiasm.
We speak from the heart.
There you go. Yeah.
John says the Duke of Earl. Oil.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Goodness.
What are we doing, guys?
That
We're
hour
gonna call
in.
it. We're going to call it. We're going to let people go enjoy the rest of their evening, drinking and watching television.
Yeah, everybody wants to get back to the riveting tally marks. Live coverage that nobody knows.
Nope.
I mean, we could do it live here. I could just share, somebody's stream that's doing that.
I rolled out of bed at 3 a.m.
Go away.
Sit back. We just let them carry on.
There you go.
200th episode. I haven't looked at the calendar. It's coming up. We want to do a really, 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 really good night. So we're going to invite a bunch of people to come hang out with us. Mm-hmm. We want to make sure that all of you guys have an opportunity to win something. So I'm going to not do any giveaways the next couple of weeks. Just save it until the 200. So Beer Stack, listen, give me a fat budget to work with because I'm gonna let it go.
Give him a number. That's all you gotta do, Beer Stack. Just give him a number.
Just give me a number.
Write a number on the napkin. That's how we used to do it. When we used to put a number on a napkin.
We
pass it across the table.
You pass it across the table. That's right.
Yeah. But we're going to do some giveaways, a lot of giveaways. I'm not talking about spending thousands of dollars on one item. I want to make sure we give everybody ample opportunity to win something because I think y'all deserve it. Also,
we're going to
starting January the 1st, we're going to keep with the tradition of an extra by April. So we want to make sure that you guys are getting ready for that. If you have thought about getting an upgrade, if you've thought about getting your license, we're going to do it again. Excuse me. I did mine in the month of January. Went from general to extras. Hadn't used the radio since, but
that's not
got
true.
it. No, it's kidding. But so extra by April is coming up in January. We want to make sure that everyone's prepared for that, especially Steve, because he's going to be the ones that's going to be setting up the sessions once a month. So
they're already set up. We're good to go.
So want to make sure that everybody has the opportunity. If you need help, if you want resources for studying, we have a channel in our Discord that's called Extra by Sometime, I think, and I'm going to change that back to Extra by April. So we'll get that sorted out. I like that. It's a great opportunity to promote the hobby to everybody. So looking forward to that. What else you guys got?
Just the Hawaii trip. I don't know if it's going to be the week before Thanksgiving or now the first week of December. Looks like it might shift a little bit, but I will post to the Discord.
Will you be on that too? Will you be coming live from Hawaii?
I will come live from Hawaii on that Tuesday.
You won't be
You're not gonna be up a tree trying to get a coconut nut or chopping a pineapple or doing.
I might show up live from the beach.
He's gonna pull a Mexico shows. What he's gonna do?
Your shirt on.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
Well,
and it may say something about bananas wiggling or something. I don't know.
Wiggling bananas and no shirt. We could talk about that for a couple years, couldn't we, Shane?
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy.
That'll be on every anniversary show.
Douglas V hit it. January 14th will be the 200th episode. He did the math for us.
200 episodes.
We don't math on stream.
And we don't know what we're going to do until January 9th, maybe the 10th?
We'll know on the 13th.
We'll figure it out. We have a great guest next week. We have Bob, the HOA ham, is going to join us.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
Izzo has been he's been lining up the guests. So from now through the beginning of next year, we've got something like every other week, I think.
Yeah, but trying to do it like that. I don't want to say who's going to be on in about 2 or 3 weeks. We want to surprise you guys.
Sure.
Because this is an individual.
We got Bob next week.
Well, right.
Yeah.
But coming up in the next 2 to 3 weeks, coming soon. This guy makes
that one
laugh. He always makes us laugh.
Yeah,
and we're going to be honored to have him.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't looked at the calendar, so I'm not sure who it is.
He's not on the calendar yet. He may be by tomorrow.
He's in the chat.
Okay.
Yeah,
you're talking too much already, guys.
Got it.
Too much.
Got it. Nope, I got it.
Yep.
Message received. Beep, 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 beep.
Like
beep,
trying
beep,
to nail Jello to the wall, man.
Then I got a few other people coming in December.
I want to try to get Callum at the beginning of the year next year to kind of get a what's up with that, because he's mentioned a couple times he wants to come back and chat with us. So it'd be good to get Callum with DX Commander back on. We do usually have to record the show an hour early just because of the time difference. But
I told you, why can't we all just go there?
I would love to.
Down.
Isn't there enough money? Down. Isn't there enough money? And
if we don't do any giveaways.
Oh. If I didn't buy all that, if I didn't buy all that damn
get there.
candy, if I didn't buy all that candy, this is what
I was gonna say, hey, chat, go buy stuff from the Spreadshirt shop. That way, yeah, we have money to go to the commander headquarters.
That'd be fun. I'd love to meet him. He sounds like a blast. So,
And our buy me a coffee still out there.
Have we checked that in a while? Maybe we should tell Beer Snack he needs to double check, make sure
I was
he's
gonna
checking.
say, that's been a hot minute. Yeah.
Anyway,
Steve keeps throwing the link out there.
I know, right?
Absolutely. I got
Might
a
as
hot
well.
button. It's okay.
It's like
All
our
right.
Christmas club account. We can't touch it till a certain date.
And
We
don't
don't
throw
know
a
what's
check
in there.
away.
it's growing
Don't throw
interest
the
like
check away.
mushrooms and dandelions.
There you go.
Beer Snacks
Brett?
be like, I lost the password to that.
What do you got coming up, Joe?
Don't know.
Don't
Way I
know.
live, man.
Hey, living life on the edge.
Don't worry about tomorrow. Enjoy today.
Hey,
There you go.
words to live by, right there,
Yeah.
Yep.
Mr. Izzo.
I'm gonna go find that girl and I'm gonna bring her to the dentist. I'm gonna tell the dentist he's got to take.
She took all my damn
You
candy.
better
Yeah,
ask
oh
the
my God,
parents
yeah.
first. All I'm saying.
First.
Yeah.
No, seriously. I got the next 2 days off.
Congratulations.
I definitely want to play.
Congrats.
I definitely want to play radio at least one day. I got to replace my VH. I got to pull down the VHF UHF antenna that's sort of back here.
Mike just did a great video on that.
I
Yeah.
saw that. I saw that. I have.
Inspired him.
Well, I just happened to do some reprogramming on the 5100 that's down in the shack, which is going to come out. That's going to go inside the new vehicle. So, because that has low hours and that has
You
a
get
bigger
an X2?
plate. An X what?
You get an X2 as well? You got
I
a new
didn't
vehicle?
BMW.
No, I didn't get an X2. I don't drive.
Everybody in
cars.
Connecticut's getting the next two.
I don't drive a car.
Oh,
I love
you-
Mo and
You
God
got
bless
that
Mo. But
2500.
Mo knows me. I don't drive cars. I just haven't decided what I want yet. So.
Yeah, okay.
But I want to
fair.
take that antenna down. I think I'm going to replace the feed line. I have a couple of rolls of 100 feet of a nice feed line. I got some nice Massey and Pelosi. I think I'm just going to bury it, and I think it's time. That antenna's been up about 8 years, but I got a couple more sitting in up in the garage as backup. So I think I'm going to pull out a backup. I'm going to be playing radio. Yeah,
Good.
There you go.
Yeah.
Looking forward
So
to it.
Yeah.
look
I'm gonna
for
try to
me
work
on
you.
look for me on Ham Alert.
Yeah, I'm going to pause mine. Well, Izzo will be out at the park
Joe Brett's like,
making
yawn,
my
yawn.
ham alert go off while I'm sitting at the office.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
true.
Well,
you
wait a
get
minute. You
705
have a
back.
radio
that.
at the office. You have a radio at the office, don't you?
I have a ability to connect to my radio from the
There
office.
you go, then.
See,
And
you
what's
get
wrong-
705 it back.
Well, it depends on the weather because I don't leave it connected to the coax if it's going to be stormy that day here in Mississippi. So
And it is that
Speaking
time
of
of
which,
year.
hey guys, speaking of which, you got that tropical storm, I think, coming in for what, next week?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Just
Not
be
a event.
careful. Everybody along the coastline there, you know what? Just
Yep.
do what you got to do. I'm not gonna.
that one's already
Not
been
gonna-
downgraded.
I don't play Chicken Little, but we all know we all have our threats, locally. So just do what you got to do. You know what I mean?
Yep.
All right, Steve, you want to send us out tonight?
Oh. Like what? Hit the button or?
No, I'll hit the button. I don't trust any of you
okay.
sons of bitches. Play the intro for the outro again.
Hey, there we go. That's a thought.
At least he showed
No.
up.
Yeah, right?
Yep. I've got nothing. Well,
Oh, you suck.
I'll get back to videos when I can.
All right.
So.
Well, everybody say thank you to those of you who are joining us tonight. We appreciate y'all. We'll see you next week. Enjoy the night, but don't lose a friendship over it.
Yeah,
So
don't lose friends.
Yep.
Yeah, yeah.
We're going to get up tomorrow and do
Just
the same
remember,
damn thing we did today.
We're all
no
just
matter
remember
what
we're all Americans,
That's right.
and I got an American
Well,
flag in my garage. We're all Americans.
here,
Just remember
yeah,
that.
but not everybody.
Yeah, we've got some Canadians and
All right, the
got-
Canadians.
But we
Got
look
me
at
able
it
to
still
do-
the
The
same.
Canadians are also our American friends.
North
our
America.
buddy Mike.
North America.
Yeah,
Mike
there you
Smith
go.
is in there.
That's right.
So
Thanks for joining us
73,
tonight. We'll
enjoy
see you
your
guys
radio.
next week. Take care.
Bye.
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 I got to hit this